Okay, everyone, welcome to round 11 of the CCRL Clean Competitive Racing League. We are in Fuji International Speedway for the penultimate round of our Season 1 of the CCRL. Fuji is an amazing track. We got that long, very long, there we go. We got the long straight down the middle. We got 10 right-hand turns, 6 left-hand turns for a 4.57 kilometer track located in Japan. More specifically, Shizuoka, Japan. It's going to be an amazing race today, as we are currently in free practice. Taking a look at Dutchman in the BMW M6 coming down the start, stop, straight. We're already greeted with a big, massive hairpin turn right there. Cruising. It's going to be a very interesting race. I believe, barring a disastrous finish for Albertini, the championship might already be won for Albertini. He might already have clinched it. I don't really see a way in which Tom Soft can take it. Albertini would need to finish outside of the top 3 in both remaining races and not get fast lapped, I think. Because right now it's an 8-point difference. So yeah, he would need to finish 3rd or worse. Albertini would need to finish 3rd or worse with no fast laps, and Tom Soft would need to win both with fast lap in order to win, which I don't see happening. So we might have our champion already. Obviously, Beck unfortunately had to leave after last race in Interlagos. So he is no longer with us for this season and into the foreseeable future, but thankfully he did secure P3 in the championship standings, so that's a great. And he didn't even race in the first race. He got a DNF, so it didn't even really count. And he's missed multiple races, and the fact that he averages like 3rd place in every race is incredible. Really shows how good he was. He will be missed. But yeah, we are cruising here in Japan. Raja in the Ferrari, which at first I thought looked like a McLaren from the front because it's just green. It's green wheels and orange and black, and the orange and black screams Mercedes, but it's a Ferrari nonetheless. I think he's glad he's not in a McLaren right now, because man, they have underperformed. They did last race, I believe, get their first 2 races ago. Last race was a race to forget for McLaren, but in Spa they got their first double points finish of the season, and I think it didn't even move them out of last place. They are now tied with Hyundai for last place. So these last 2 races crucial here for championship standings for them. I know they are on the bottom feeders, but you never know. With some rules being introduced next season, with new formats possibly, you want to be higher up, because we might be dealing with relegation or certain penalties for lower finishes. It's gonna be interesting to see what we can pull out of our behinds for next season. I'm looking forward to it. I will start the Reddit posting probably this week once I do a bit more Once I do a bit more actual like work on it, because I've done as of right now 0 work on it. I've been busy. What can I say? Let's take a look at Octavian going for a little drift. Oh, perfect time to switch to him as he spins out. Oh no, Octavian right around turn 8. Oh man, what timing that was! Holy crap! Baked. Looking on track in the Corvette. Down that stop straight. I will say if you get a bad exit out of turn 16, you will be absolutely gapped down into turn 1 because it is such a long straight. It's really quite incredible, to be honest with you. It just keeps going until it doesn't, until you hit the hairpin of turn 1. But you have so much room to be overtaken. You need to build up such a huge gap to the cars behind you in order to be able to hold the position heading into turn 1, or you need to try some crafty braking because it is going to be hard. My favorite part of the track personally is sector 3 with it's super technical, lots of low speed corners, as opposed to sector 2, which is more high speed corners with a 100R, and although there is the hairpin at turn 6, it does have the 6 through 10 where it's basically just flat out the entire way. The technical part is where the cars are really going to matter as less as more the driver will, and their skill through those bits will be crucial. And it might be hard to overtake, but it'll just set you up for that start-stop rundown. Joe now on track in the Ford GT. A bit of an underperforming car. Hopefully they go back to Nissan, because I think everyone liked them in Nissan more. Same could be said about Plexus in the Hyundai. Hope that goes back to Aston Martin, because I think as Aston Martin they were much more competitive, and now they're kind of a backmarker team. The one that I do like though is the Mercedes to BMW. Oh, pardon me for the yawns. Early in the morning. Here's an idea. How about Hyundai, instead of becoming Aston Martin, becomes Mercedes, and so we have Mercedes and BMW, and then maybe Ford goes to Audi or something. I mean, I guess we might want to. We already no, but we have Chevy, so we don't even need another American team. So yeah, there's a suggestion. Boom, right there. Tom Sauce racing on pad. Oh boy, sorry, I just saw that. That is tough. How does your wheel even die? I don't even know how that's possible. But Raja currently holding the top time with a 139.221. Cracker Zach right behind with a 139.35. That's a pretty decent time from the McLaren driver and rocking the Gulf livery. He's definitely picked it up the past couple of races here. Obviously scoring points in Spa. Had an unlucky start in Interlagos. He qualified high, couldn't hold it through like the first couple turns, got shoved off. It was unlucky for him. He was really looking forward to a good race, and it just kind of got shafted from the beginning. But he has definitely improved throughout the season, showing a lot of pace. Hope to see him back for next season. Octavian, obviously, just flying through with the BMW. Oh, what a beautiful vehicle. He's been consistent point scorer. He currently holds 16 points. Him and Pekka right now are very, very close. They have 1 point separating the two of them. And I hope to see maybe this flip-flop after this. Right now it's Pekka with 17 points, Octavian with 16. Who knows? Maybe that might flip. Both BMWs have qualified and done pretty well the past couple of races here, finishing 4th and 5th in Interlagos. Obviously, they didn't race in Spa, neither of them did. And Octavian 4th in Bathurst, Pekka 4th in Monza. And so, you know, they're just trying to keep momentum. They've been doing really well. They just want to bring home the season. And I think they do. Now that Beck is gone, they have a huge opportunity here to take 2nd place in the constructors standings. They're only down by 11 points, so one good race would set them up for our final race very, very well. And the final one is being held at the Nürburgring GP, I believe. But that would set them up incredibly, and I don't think we're doing incentives for higher finishes next season. But if we did, they would be really trying to get up in those standings. And they have a golden opportunity now that Beck's exit. All of Chevrolet's hopes have been placed on Baked right now. Since I don't believe they have a second driver for this race, put it in the chat if I'm wrong. But I do not believe that they have a second driver. So it's going to be Baked or nothing for Chevrolet. And unfortunately for them, Baked has not performed super well in this season 1 here. I don't believe he scored points, but you never know. He's currently sitting P7 right now with a 140.5. He's definitely gotten better, and so it's just a matter of being able to get a couple lucky breaks throughout the race. Maybe pushes him into the points. Danny V8 joins the Ford driver, who won that seat after an incredible performance at Laguna Seca, driving reserve for BMW in replace of Pekka, I believe. Yes, in replace of Pekka. Danny got 3rd place, finishing only behind the 2 Alfa Romeos. And that kind of put us all on notice of his skill level and his eye for the road. It was an incredible race. I know that me and Noobs were having a fit over it. Just absolutely a joy to watch racing. Anyone watch Bottas go for a little spin? That was fantastic. In FP2, I think it was. Oh, that was so funny. Oh! And that's Crackerzak spun out around turn 4, the 100R. Must have just lost a bit of control there. That's okay though, still sitting pretty P2. Octavian as well, going off around turn 11 and 12 there. I wonder what happened with that. Oh, there's Danny on the track. Oh yeah. Currently on his out lap. Looking really nice in the 4GT. You know, I say that, he goes off track. But heading into 100R, really pushing those outer track limits right there. If you dip into the grass, you are screwed. But he handles it well, and he's just getting used to the track, setting himself up for that lap 1. But, I'm gonna guess he's probably gonna finish around 4th or 5th right now, especially since both Alphas have not joined in yet. Ooh, Joe switches over to the Mustang. Ford has been known to do that quite a lot, where in practice they'll switch vehicles and just kind of see which one feels better on the track. Usually the GT is the better one just because it's a better vehicle for the game. But yeah, Fluxus, isn't that fun? You got a 3-place grid penalty for that. Oh my god, it's so good. It's like, I know that Mercedes is gonna dump him for George at the end of the season, but Jesus, like, you could at least make yourself look a little better. What just happened to Danny? Where'd he go? I don't know. But what I do know is that Joe on track in the Mustang. Danny switched to the Mustang. Maybe Joe saw something. Maybe that's just what they're deciding to run. As whatever Joe saw, maybe not the best thing to see, because he just went off again. Both Fords have gone off at 100R already in free practice. Plexus sticking that purple sector 1 for Plexus. Let's take an eye on. Let's take a ride along here, as he's currently sitting P2, obviously, as Raja did something there. But here we go. Plexus through turn 7, quick on the accelerator, trying to stick every ounce of speed. Can he hit 130? He does hit 130. Now, all this flat out heading into the very tight turn 10, 11, and 12 quasi chicane here, where it's just it's a hairpin, but it's also just bendy. Now through turn 13. Oh, nails it. Goes a bit wider than the apex, but it does set him up nicely for turn 14 and 15. Very wide, long, and slow turn, only 60 miles an hour. Now, down into 16. Here he goes. He's going to have a bit of a toe on the start-stop from the Mustang. And Plexus early on the accelerator. You cannot be late. You'll be suffering the entire straight. Here he goes. Where's he going to put him? Plexus comes through. Crosses the line. It takes so long. Climbing in speed. Crosses the line. 139.8. Only 4th fastest. Wow. After that sector 1, he must have tailed off quite a bit there in that sector 3. Missed a couple apexes. But overall, not a bad lap. Not a bad lap at all. Raja still holding the top spot on the timing sheets. Janosh about to start his flying lap heading through sector 3 currently. Cruising down the pit straight. It's Janosh in his McLaren. Here he goes. Janosh starting his flying lap. Let's see how he does. The McLaren has performed very well on this track so far, with Zach holding the P2 position. Let's see if Janosh can join him. Janosh down through that tight chicane, not chicane, excuse me. Lost the back end there quite a lot heading out of turn 2. Now down into Coca-Cola, turn 3. Setting himself up for 100R. Ride the outside of the track as Lenocious joins the room. Ferrari's second driver. Good to see him on the track. Now, turn 6. Long hairpin. Early on the accelerator. Nailed the apex, Janosh did. Now, make sure you're on the right side of the track, getting ready for that super sharp Dunlop hairpin. Here he goes. He's almost half a second off the pace here of Raja, but that'll still, if he can hold that, that'll still put him probably better than what he is now. Hope he's aiming for a top 3, currently P4. Let's see, heading through into 14, now 15. Goes wide, brings it back in. Now the exit of 16 is crucial. Let's see how he does. He's a bit shaky. And early on the accelerator. Don't go off track though. Oh, he manages to hold it on. And now it's just flat out to the end of the lap. Let's see what he does. Janosh barreling towards the finish line. And he comes in with a 1:42.88. Not good enough to improve stays 4th fastest. Now he goes down to 5th fastest as Joe puts in a 1:39.9. Very good lap from Joe in the Mustang, which we have not really seen a whole lot, as it has just been an underperforming car, especially to the Ford GT. But good work from Joe. Great lap there. Only just under 2/10 off of Pluxus as he sets a purple sector 1. Cruising now through 100R, heading into turn 5. And then it's the uphill climb and then the down. So this track is a roller coaster. Turn 6 and 7 now. Wide. Gets on that accelerator as quickly as possible. Now down into 300R. Here goes Joe. Will he get the braking good? He goes, oh wow, this is going to be close. He's less than a tenth. Half a tenth back on pace right now. Baked goes 4th fastest. That's huge. He's going to need to really score some points here if he wants to keep that P2 Constructors Championship and not squander all that hard work that gets put in throughout the season. Let's see now. Joe going through turn 16. Goes a bit wide, bit too far to the left there for my taste, but still gets a good exit. Early on the accelerator, late shifts. Where's he going to come across as he barrels down towards and comes across with a 1:40.52. Cannot improve. Baked, though, sitting very nicely with 4th place. Oh, he just missed out on P3 by 0.02 of a second. That's incredible. Let's see what his time is. Baked's best time is a 1:39.759. Oh, that's heartbreak for Baked. At least he's glad it's